Hello and welcome to Blue Harvest Toys. This video is going to be part 1 of a 3-part series all about the history of LEGO. Compared to our own, the LEGO universe began quietly. There was no Big Bang. Instead, there was a decade of intense research and development before LEGO time began at the moment the rest of us known as 1:58 PM on the 28th of January 1958. At that precise moment, the Danish Patent Office accepted Gottfried Kirk Christiansen's application for a patent to protect the clutch mechanism that distinguishes LEGO bricks from all others. That is, the tubes at the bottom of the bricks. The invention of the tubes marked the start of a phenomenon that saw LEGO evolve from a simple toy into a complete building system, with its own design language. A phenomenon that now sells to adults and children alike in 130 countries, which in 2000 was named the Toy of the Century by the British Association of Toy Retailers. The prototype bricks that Gottfried Kirk Christiansen created to support the patent had since propagated to the point where there were roughly 62 LEGO bricks for every person on the earth. The secret behind the success of LEGO is multifaceted. LEGO is simplicity enough. The impulse to join 2 LEGO bricks together or break them apart is intuitive and requires no instruction. And yet, at the same time, it's highly complex. There are more than 900 million ways to connect just 6 8-stud bricks of equal colour. Each element is based on a simple design principle, and yet the creative possibilities are infinite. Like pixels in a visual image or words in a language, there are countless ways to put together the basic building blocks. And that means LEGO can be all things to all people, appealing to anyone of any age and any ability. Each brick is a remarkable feat of engineering, manufactured to microscopic accuracy so that the bricks can bind securely enough to be shaken without coming apart, and yet can be separated so easily that a 2-year-old can dismantle them with a push of the thumb. And LEGO is a marketeer's dream, improving on even the famous Gillette principle. In the 1890s, William Painter, inventor of the crimped metal bottle stopper, known as a crown cork, advised his salesman King Camp Gillette, invent something that will be used once and then thrown away. Then the customers will come back for more. Gillette went on to invent the safety razor, but Christiansen went one better. He invented a modular toy that encouraged the customer to come back for more without throwing away what he or she already had. More bricks meant more imaginative possibilities, a characteristic that is enshrined as number 8 of the 10 Commandments of LEGO, as outlined by Christiansen in 1963. More LEGO equals multiplied play value. In short, LEGO is a concept of genius and an engineering marvel. But it didn't all start with the 1958 patent. Just as there was quantum singularities prior to the Big Bang, so there was R&D priority to the primordial patent. The story of LEGO really begins in 1932, when Ole Kirk Christiansen's carpenter business in Billund, Denmark, collapsed as a result of the Great Depression. Carpentry was all he knew, but people would no longer afford expensive furniture or new wooden houses, so Ole Kirk Christiansen began making stepladders and ironing boards. In his free time, he made wooden toys, including yo-yos, cars, and pull-along ducks. Toy making proved more recession-proof than the household goods, and Christiansen decided that toys were where his future lay. In 1934, he confirmed his decision by naming his new business LEGO, from the Danish word leg godt, meaning play well. Only later did he learn that LEGO can also be construed in Latin to mean I put together. World War II brought an end to the global depression, and it heralded great changes in manufacturing. The war effort saw dramatic improvement in the production and use of plastics, and when peace came, many industries saw plastic as the material of the future. Christiansen had the vision to embrace plastic, despite the reservations of his 4 sons, who were all by then working in the company. In 1947, LEGO became the first Danish toy manufacturer to buy an injection moulding machine, and Christiansen's instincts were such proved right. By 1951, sales of plastic toys had reached 50% of the company's total, and the proportion of wooden toys was continuing to shrink. In 1949, 2 years after purchasing the injection moulding machine, Christensen began manufacturing plastic bricks based on a design patented by the Englishman Hilary Harry Fisher Page 5 years earlier. These bricks, which LEGO modified and marketed as automatic binding bricks, were approximately the same size as the modern LEGO brick and had the characteristic studs on the top but nothing inside for the studs to bind on. These studs made these bricks more stable than traditional wooden building blocks, but they lacked the defining characteristic of the modern LEGO brick. Nevertheless, they proved popular, particularly with the name changed in 1953 to the snappier LEGO Merston LEGO brick. Christensen's son, Godfrey Kirk Christensen, took over the company in 1950 with two goals in mind: developing a mechanism to make the automatic binding bricks even more stable, and rationalising LEGO's product range. About 4 years later, the manager of one of Denmark's most famous toy shops complained to Christensen that most manufacturers' toys were too similar to other manufacturers' products, and that none of them had a basic unifying theme. This was the inspiration Christensen needed. He realised that the modular LEGO brick could be the basics of an expandable, unified range of toys, and in 1955 he launched the LEGO System of Play, which comprised 28 building sets and 8 vehicles, all based on the LEGO brick. The remaining problem was to make the brick more stable. Christensen and his development team worked on a number of systems based on structures within the body of each brick, which would grip the studs of any other brick. The team tried more than a dozen different methods, the best of which proved to be the tubular system, which is so familiar today. And at last, Christensen was ready to file its patent. Shrewdly, the patent protected all of the different methods the team had developed to prevent competitors from devising an alternate method that would circumvent LEGO's patent. Protecting the clutch mechanism was a breakthrough and enabled the LEGO universe to expand beyond anything Christensen could have imagined. If a divine message was required to confirm that the future lay in plastic bricks, it came 2 years later in the form of a fire that destroyed the company's carpentry workshops. By then, the production of the wooden toys had shrunk so low that LEGO decided it was not worth the expense of rebuilding the workshops, and the manufacture of wooden toys ceased there and then. So that's it for part 1. Join me very soon for part 2 of the LEGO story. Please press like if you enjoyed it, and leave me a comment on what companies or toy lines you'd like to know about in upcoming videos. I look forward to hearing from you. So thank you for watching, and until the next time, may the toys be with you.